Right, we're all pretty bored, hence boredom. And I think it's because we're all creatures of habit. This is what we usually do. We get up in the morning, we go to work, we come back, we cook food, we sit on the TV, sit and watch TV, and then we do it all again. And for most of us, or a lot of us, this has been taken away unless you're lucky enough to be able to work from home. We're all a bit screwed. So this is some of the things that we've been thinking about and doing and implementing, and basically ways of helping you deal with boredom, because let's face it, things can be pretty boring. You've got to get a little bit inventive. So when it's just a very simple thing, just every day, just try and do 5 things. Set a schedule. You can do it the night before for the next day, or you can do it first thing in the morning. Just think about 5 things. The only trick to this is all 5 things have to be positive things. They have to be something that improves your life in some way. Because let's face it, we have a bit of time now, so maybe we can give a little bit more time to focusing on a few different things, like our own health, our own kind of skill sets. So 5 things, and they all have to be pluses, so they all got to be positive. So the first thing you do, for example, is in the morning, before you do anything else, you could do something simple like, right, well, I'm going to do like a morning stretch. It's going to spend 5-10 minutes. I'm going to have a little bit of a loosener, just wake up, get rid of that stiffness that I know I've been basically developing because I've been sitting at a desk for the last 10 years, whatever. Just do a simple stretch. Next thing you can do, you can say, right, I'm gonna have a really nice breakfast. I'm gonna have not a high calorie breakfast or a high fat breakfast, but a healthy breakfast. I'm gonna do some research, look at some different recipes, and then out with the cornflakes and maybe in with the avocado toast, eggs, avocado. Ooh, very nice. Delicious. So yeah, to have a nice breakfast or something similar. It could be, it's like, right, I'm going to spend a little bit longer. I'm going to look at some different news. I'm going to look at, finding out what's going on in my local area. Something different. Say, right, investigate something. Okay. Another thing you could do would be to then look and say, what else is going to improve my life? Right, that cupboard has been really annoying me for the last 6 months. It's full of crap. I need to get in it, and this is the time now where I can do it. So you can do cleaning. Not only would you be, improving something in your life, you'd also be burning calories. My wife, Jen, she burned, something like 5,000 calories the other day, doing a little bit of hoovering, going, hey Matt, cloth is. It was 5,000 steps, not 5,000 calories, you moron. Attack something. Find something, right, okay, this needs sorting out, now's the time to do it, because I've got nothing else to do, let's face it. Okay, so back to the kind of physical self-improvement. There are so many resources out there that there's almost no excuse not to do some kind of workout. We now have the time, and we have the equipment because we have our body. There are so many resources for bodyweight workouts. They're not the best, but they will do a job, they will tick a box, and they will highlight a lot of strengths and weaknesses in the body. We have lots of resources about workouts, some free, some paid. This is, at the end of the day, this is for us something we've been doing for a long time. We've been doing online training for ages. So we have free and paid resources for that one. And then last one is your mental self-improvement. And for this, again, we're in a time where everything's digital. There are so many resources out there. I've managed to read, basically I made a list of things I wanted to do. I wanted to read some classic books. And these classic books, although I like a paper copy, you can get most of them for free because they're way past their copyright, and there will always be free copies. I think like Project Gutenberg is a great resource for free books that you can read on your laptop, on your Kindle. You just download them. Also, in terms of mental, is basically another thing you can do are courses. There are some courses out there that are all free by some of the world's leading educational institutions. I did a course on financial markets, and it was by Harvard University. It doesn't come with a qualification, obviously, but it gives you a great understanding, and they're all free. You can go to places like Coursera, edX as well. They have courses. There's a FutureLearn, I think, is another one of these things. They're called MOOCs, M-O-O-K. Just research, have a look at it, and find. I guarantee, no matter what, how vague or how sort of small or niche your kind of area of interest is, there'll be some kind of course on it. And they all have timetables. They have, so this is what you're going to do in week 1, this is what you're going to do week 2. There's usually tests. You can get certificates if you want to pay for a certificate of participation. But it's something you can focus on, something you can invest your time in that you might not have been able to do before. So that's it. So most important thing is keep active. Set 5 things a day. Even if 5 things is quite tough, start with 2 things or 3 things, or even 1 thing. So right, at least I've just got to basically do some kind of physical activity today. Because if not, we're all going to get fat, we're all going to get lazy, and we're all going to be worse from this instead of better at the end of it. So peace out. Enjoy.